Stirring the 1850 coffee with 223 chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. When I say 223 chopsticks, these are just 223 casings that I use in the AR-15. I put them on the chopsticks. They actually create an interesting balance. I like it. Polished them up a little bit for you Second Amendment and firearm enthusiasts. So let's try this 1850 coffee. This time I made it in the French press right here. When I try a coffee, I try all the methods. Drip, pour through. I'll even put it in a little Keurig capsule, run it through a Keurig. French press, percolator, cowboy coffee. But let's try this. So far, the best method that I've tried with the 1850. It's acceptable. It's decent. I would serve this to guests. Yeah. But I'm still not going to get the 1850 coffee again. There's an oath that politicians and police take. Someone said even teachers take it. I'm not sure about that. I never heard of teachers taking the oath. The oath of office is this: I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office of which I am about to enter, so help me God. Interesting for public officials, police, politicians. When police take a knee, not good. Not good. They are to preserve peace, not work with organizations that create chaos. Period. Sports stars, sports teams, stand for the flag. It's still the great, with all its faults, it's still the greatest country in the world. I don't care what anyone says. And as far as politicians, they need to take this oath. I don't care if they have to get sworn in every day and have to say, for the next 24 hours, I solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. We're seeing a lot of domestic enemies popping up. And the country needs to be defended against them, period. Period. Someone got into it with me yesterday. We just don't want, because I mentioned Putin, how long would Putin tolerate this stuff? We don't need a fascist totalitarian government. And I started laughing. I'm like, liberal minds, liberal hypocrisy blows my damn mind. The guy that's constantly defending progressive bullshit, telling me he doesn't want fascist totalitarian rule and the military coming in. Really? And domestic enemies. And domestic enemies. The line between peaceful protesting and chaos and destruction has been erased. And they're trying to redefine it. You're not a patriot, you're a sentimentalist. And when I say patriot, at least be proud of what you got going on. Yes, can we be imperialist? Have we been that way? Yes. Do we stick our noses in things that we shouldn't? Yes. I am the true peace lover and peacemaker. I don't want us bombing any more countries. I'm done. Done. I've been done with that for decades. Enough already with the bombing. Get out of the Middle East. Period. Enough of fighting everyone else's wars. Tired of it. There's going to be something happening this summer. I don't know what it is. It's going to be bigger than COVID. It's going to be bigger than wearing masks, social distancing. It's going to be bigger than protests. Something is coming. Something is coming. You got to realize there's powers at work that have to outdo each former wave. Is it going to be the grid down? Cell phones? The internet? What's going to be down? They kept us in our homes. That was a trial run. Most of us folded like sheep. Where you go? There's even stores that say you can't enter unless you're wearing mark of the douchebag. This is not politics. If you think I'm talking politics, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. Are you tired of all this yet? And thank you to the person who recommended, is it like the X22 report or something to that effect? I don't know, some YouTube channel. Very interesting. I've been listening to that channel, putting on the headphones and listening. It's been interesting. Yeah. Let me find it. What is that called? Is that the X22 report? Guy digs deep, doesn't he? I don't necessarily feel sanity, clarity, and reason when I listen to certain things like that. But sometimes you got to make yourself a little bit uncomfortable to know what's going on. And then you apply sanity, clarity, and reason to those situations and to what you learn. One of the hardest things for me, for those of you that are new, is I don't have any hearing in this ear and only half of the hearing in this ear. So I am 75% deaf. I'm hearing impaired. And I read lips. I look at people's faces. If you are in front of me, I'm staring at your mouth as you're talking. For the past 3 months with everybody wearing face masks, I can't see their damn mouths. And I just end up saying, yeah, wow, when I'm talking to people. They're talking to me. Because I'm only getting maybe 30%. I'm getting the gist of what they're saying more by their tone and cadence. I've always been into well-manufactured things. We talked about it yesterday. What some people said, buy once, cry once. I love the idea of, since like Tesla came out, I call well-made things the Tesla of. Let me give you an example. Brio came out with a new ear and nose hair trimmer. You wouldn't know what it is, but it's sleek, it's stealthy. The fit and finish is sick, crazy. As I go from the body to the cap of the thing, smooth as can be. Pull the cap off, and this just basically is what you trim your nose hair and ear hair with. If you're a guy that's over 30, you probably want one of these. But the button is at the bottom. Can you hear that? And then you just kind of clean up your ear hair, nose hair, that kind of thing. But it's stealthy and smooth, the fit and finish. They sound like buzzwords, but it's the Tesla of ear hair trimmers. There's no mechanical button that you go up and down with. So it's smooth. It looks smooth. It feels smooth. It's just clean. And that's my new thing. The scooter that I got, that I'm going to be doing a video on, is the Tesla of portable stand-up electric scooters. And when I say the Tesla of, you ever look at a Tesla and see where the body panels come together? They're perfect. One isn't raised above the other. The lines of it are perfect. How the doors kind of fit. Even when you close that door, the fit is perfect. They're sleek. The engineering is incredible. So that when I say the Tesla of something, the Tesla of ear hair trimmers is right here. Here's a Northfield knife, premium pocket knife. Let's take a look at this. You know the typical, you know the old school pocket knives with the brass. This one's got a shell casing on it. It's nice. Heavy, solid brass. Open that up, watch. Snap, snap. Mirror finish, razor edge, solid, solid. This is the Tesla of pocket knives, made in America. Just, wow, beautiful, beautiful. Costs a lot more, but it's worth it. For instance, I remember I subscribed to a magazine. I even forget if it was like Outdoor Magazine or Hiking. It was like outdoorsy, hiking, backpacking-ish, and they sent a knife. I don't even know where that knife is now. But it looked like my Spyderco, okay? This is my Spyderco that I've had for 30 years. They have metal clips. This one was kind of, has a built-in clip on it. I like the metal clips better. But it's got that snap that I love with Spyderco. Watch. Isn't that nice? Nothing wobbles. Perfect. It was more expensive back in the day when I got this at REI, but it's magnificent. It is the Tesla of knives, of clip-on pocket knives. I call it more of a tactical knife as well. But everything about it is magnificent. So I get a free knife that was kind of looking like this. And it came with a magazine subscription. Literally. The blade wobbled. It just had a crappy edge on it. Part of it was serrated. It couldn't even cut an apple. But it had a look. It looked like a Spyderco Delica knife. It didn't. It was, at a distance, it looked, the closer you got to it, the more you felt like the seams in the handle, okay? Think about when you buy something. Buy the Tesla of coffee pots, the Tesla of ear and nose hair trimmers. I mean, when I look at like this knife here, the Opinel number 8, how perfect, just engineered beautifully, beautiful. And how old is this design? The Tesla of. Now, let's carry that over to human beings. You see a lot of poor examples of people, the physicality. Let's talk about the Tesla of men. What would be the Tesla of men? It's not something that you would call yourself. It's something that somebody else would call you. Which means that you are at your optimum weight, an acceptable strength, a strong grip. Think about it. Your grip is so important. If you're reading or something, you really need to be just like squeezing a rubber ball and developing your grip. Your grip does get weaker as you get older. It doesn't get stronger. It gets weaker. Every entropy says everything slows down and cools off. That's why you need to keep yourself going. So here I am, 6 decades on this earth, going into my 7th decade. I should be out of shape, like most people. I should be taking a handful of medications every morning. But what do they say? Life is for the living, and this body is supposed to last a lifetime. And that's what's supposed to happen with you. Are you the Tesla of men? The fit and finish are perfect, sleek, aerodynamic, mentally sharp, emotionally stable, with touches of stoicism. And the thing that comes out of you is sanity, clarity, and reason in all things. You're not led around by your emotions, by sugar highs or sugar lows. As a female, what is the Tesla of females? A woman with a nice hairstyle or just long hair pulled back? A woman who can not have to wear makeup or gets enhanced with makeup, whose body is the best version of itself, She dresses smart. She walks smart. She has a great posture. She floats when she walks. She smiles. She's friendly to most, not all. How can you be the Tesla of men, the Tesla of women? What can you do? I hope that's inspiring for you. Every time I see a Tesla, I walk around it. And I'm like, yep, it's unbeatable. It's a beautiful vehicle. The Tesla of. And with that, finish your coffee. And I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.